My name is Patrick Dillon. I'm an architect and planner, living and working in the Republic of Panama. I was invited to basically to talk about the architecture that I am doing at present in Panama. Sarah mentioned to me that the convention, or that the trade fair, was about alternative building technologies, and I have to admit that to me, living in Panama, which I still unfortunately consider kind of second, third world, ABTs are, or in other words, an alternative building technology kind of tends toward more natural and locally available materials, but also recycled or salvaged materials. We're trying to use commonly available and abundantly available resources to build alternative building materials, or to produce alternative building materials. So, for instance, I am interested in using salvaged and recycled materials, and I spoke a little bit about a material that we are now exploring in Panama called Tetra Pak, where you take the juice cartons and the milk cartons and et cetera that exist on a global scale, and so of course we also use them, and you shred them and you make a building product out of it. So I'm very interested in that possibility, instead of all of that material going into overcapacity landfills. And we're now we are really recycling. If we can use that material to make building products, then I think that's very interesting. At the same time, one looks at the reason for trying to use local materials is because, to my way of thinking at least, bottom line, what we're trying to do is reduce the use of energy, is to cut down on the use of energy, not only individually in our homes or in the way we live, but obviously on an industrial scale. So if it takes a lot of energy to produce a plastic panel, then it's probably not such a great panel, and we might want to think about, or a great product, but so we might want to think about that process of industrialization of that product. Going back to the fact that just in terms of one potential building product, obviously nobody who, or probably not, 99.9% of the people who drink juice out of a Tetra Pak carton never imagined that could actually become a building material, but it can. I think on a global scale, and children are learning not to throw things away, to reuse things, to they're being educated and to the need and the benefits of recycling, reusing, just living more lightly on Earth. I'm really focused, and I really think that what needs to happen is that people concentrate on using resources that are locally available and making them into easily usable materials, where a couple of people can put up a house or put up a building. Never mind what it would do economically and in terms of in economic terms. To me, at least, I mean, just conceptually, I like to think about living in a world that recycles and reuses their trash to make buildings.